It's the one and only DJ Malone. How you guys doing? Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day, really. Look here, people. I'm cruising right now. I'm on the streets looking for people who are out in this world. Now, I really want you to really get into with this artist. I really like what she has going on. I like her poise and everything else like that. Go introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, hi guys. I'm Nicolette Capua. I'm 22 years old and I'm a pop artist from Staten Island, New York.
Hey, Nicola, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited.
I'm excited to have you, man. I'm excited to have you. Now, we've been doing this. We have our anniversary and everything. So I'm just now coming back from the anniversary from the radio spot and everything. So it was our 5 year anniversary.
Oh, congrats.
So I really do appreciate this, and you got a lot of things going on, man. So let's dive in. How did this all start out for you?
Yeah, so it's a long time coming. I started singing professionally when I was in the fifth grade. I knew
Okay.
that's exactly what I wanted to do. I was influenced by Katy Perry, One Direction, Little Mix. I just absolutely loved what they were doing at that time. And so I was like, this is what I want to do. I found a vocal coach on Staten Island and I went
Okay.
in singing a pop song. And she was like, now we're going to start off with classical music. And I said,
Okay.
oh, okay. I didn't really know at the time, but she said that that was, the genre that made up all the other genres. So I
Okay.
said, okay. So I got classical training at that time. And while I was doing that, I was also singing in my church choir. I was soprano in my middle school choir. And then I auditioned for Professional Performing Arts School in Manhattan, as well as
Okay.
LaGuardia in Manhattan. And both of those schools actually sing classical music. And
Okay.
so I had that background already. So I actually got into both. I was so
Me
lucky to
too.
get into
I
both.
like that. I
Yeah,
like
but I
that.
chose Professional Performing Arts School because it's a smaller school and I felt like I'd get more attention on, my craft and on my voice and be able to hone in on, the techniques and skills that I needed.
Yeah.
So I went there, and although I didn't really want to sing classical music, I just felt like it was the right thing to do. So as I was doing that, I was like, I really want to sing pop music. Like that's what I wanted to do in the first place. How do I do this? So I actually found a studio on Staten Island called ET Studios Productions,
Right.
and they are mainly for pop artists. So
Okay.
once I got in, I was like, this is where I need to be. I started writing original music, I started recording it and putting it out on all major platforms. I, learned from a lot of bigger artists like Brielle Von Hugel and Jax. She's also big right now on the radio.
Yeah.
So I was lucky to be surrounded by that. And from there, I was 16 years old and I've been there ever since. I'm now 23 and I absolutely love that place. It's like a home and we all work off of each other and it's the best. So that's where
I
I'm
love
at
that.
right now.
Okay. Now I like how you went through that whole journey.
Yep.
Let me ask you, have you always been a soprano as of right now, or has it changed over the years?
I've always been a soprano.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've always been.
I was a baritone, and then I
Oh,
became a bass. So
ah,
I was in choir for like maybe about 3 or 4 years. But one thing I really learned about is sight reading,
right.
and such. Do you think in this day of age, because a lot of people are growing up without that background, do you think that has helped you more in depthly into your career?
Um, I'd say that I think it's great to know. I definitely learned a lot about sight reading in high school. I
Yeah.
had, a musicianship class that we really honed in on sight reading, and it's definitely a great skill to know, especially when, say, I want to start producing or,
Mhm.
start doing stuff like that myself. I think that it is big to know. I don't think it was huge on, my career right now, but I think
Okay.
in the future, if I want, to get into more of production and stuff, that's going to be big for me to know.
I like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like the manual system of a car. Once you
Right.
learn the manual, you can essentially drive everything.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So and now, and you said that you went to a studio for that was pop.
Yeah.
Coming from a classical background, was that not? I wouldn't say difficult, but was that a difference between classical and pop at the time?
Absolutely. That was honestly, it was a little bit of a struggle because number one, my teacher in high school didn't want me singing pop music because it's really different. Like with classical music, there's a lot of vibrato, and with pop
Yeah,
music, you want to avoid vibrato, in specific parts of singing. You really don't have that with pop. So my vocal coach, Laura Monaco, at the time, she was really helping me get out of that because pop music's a different sound and I really wanted that specific sound. So it was definitely a journey to be able to switch out of that vibrato and just sing, straight. But
yeah.
yeah, definitely took a little bit of learning.
I think too is what's so fascinating by it is that not just in music, but the evolution of pop, how it started from here. Like when I think of pop, like when the first regions I have, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears,
Right.
Christina Aguilera, and then when we get into the Katy Perry's and everything, and how much the sound had kind of changed over the years. You know what I'm saying? Pop
Yeah.
could be when we think about what's that guy? I forget his name. He sing the $1 Million Baby. Um, it's
Um,
that's technically
I know who you're
I
talking.
forget his name,
Yeah, me too, but I know who
but
you're talking about.
I think his name was Tommy Richards, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm trying to say is that basically pop has become infused, so you can bring it into multi genres. Would you say
Right.
that?
Yeah, I agree. I think that right now that's really what it is. A lot of genres are being, intertwined, and I think that's what's happening with pop right now. 100%.
That's that's beautiful, man. All right, so let's talk about the single, man. Let's get into it, man. Too bad. Let's talk about this.
Too bad. So I actually wrote Too Bad after a breakup I had a year ago. Um, it's really just about empowering, feeling empowered and not letting anyone tell you your worth.
Mm,
Like
I like
I
that.
feel like this song is for everyone but targeted towards women so they could feel confident in themselves and know that, they're the prize at the end of the day and they shouldn't let someone treat them bad. And I just felt like this song, I needed it. When you just need
Yeah.
a specific song, I needed to write this, and when it was released, it felt so good.
Now looking back at it now, because it's been a year since then, how do you feel about it now?
I feel the same. I feel like it's a great pop summer song. I think that I still stand on the meaning of it, and I just really want people to feel what I felt through it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think though too is what I like about you is that visually you tell a story. And
Yeah.
I like things that like I can put it together, but I like sometimes to be on a platter where oh I get it now. I can visually see what she's
What's going
saying.
on? Right.
So
Yeah.
are you big on visuals?
Yeah, I am, especially like in the music video. I really added details of exactly what happened, like for the song. So in the music video, I had a DJ in it. Max was a DJ. Although a girl didn't necessarily come up to him and, start flirting with him, I made that as an example where I just want to show someone else new in his life. And then
Mhm.
me, I grabbed someone new as well to show, oh, I could do the same thing. You know what I mean?
I
So I
respect that.
really wanted to show that in the music video, and I hope I conveyed that.
I think so, man. I think like I said, I think we're visual people. So whenever you see
Right.
certain things and you piece it together very, very well.
Yeah.
And whoever you did your editing and stuff, kudos to them. So
Thank
I
you.
agree.
Yeah,
Now is
Seashells
it
Productions. Shout out.
okay? Big shot, big shot. So is this going to be from an EP or album, or we're just putting the singles right now?
Single. I was gonna do an EP, but I felt like right now I really wanted to release this as itself and let it do its thing.
Okay.
Mm.
What has been the most proudest song that you put out so far?
So far, honestly, I'd have to say either Too Bad or Tug of War.
Mm.
Tug of War actually is my most recent song I
Okay.
just put out in February.
Okay.
And that also was about the same breakup, but that song I wrote and I didn't release it for a year because I just was
Wow.
holding on to it. Um, I definitely feel like I put my all emotionally like into that song, so I'm proud of that one.
I like that, man.
Mm.
How? Let me ask you this on a more deeper note. When you're writing these songs, it's pure to you. It's like, hey, yo, man, this is what I'm going through. In this day of age where things can get misconstrued and everything, how do you, I guess, find the confidence to keep it, like, to put it out towards the world versus to I gotta let it to myself? Because once it's out towards the world, everybody has their interpretation of it, and sometimes it can be convoluted to what you really intended. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
uh, how do you battle with that?
Right, so I feel like the reason I even love music is because of that. I love that you can interpret it in any way that you want. So when I write music and I release it, yeah, sometimes I'm a little like anxious to put it out because I'm like, what are people gonna think? But at the same time, I'm like, this is great for someone else who could either relate or take it and use it for themselves and relate it, in a different way and think of it in a different way for something going on in their life. So I always think about that before I release.
Hey, I like that answer, man. And you're right because it's more bigger than us sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes it's not about just me sitting here. It's about that next person who may be going through the same thing.
Exactly. And how I can help them or how, like, we can help them by our experiences.
I like that, man.
Mm.
Who would you like to work with going into the future?
Oh, going into the future, I have to say Tate McRae, 100%, because she's huge right now. Absolutely love her. Um, or Teddy Swims.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's also really
Yeah.
big right now. He sings Lose Control. Absolutely love his style, and I think that we do a great collaboration.
Yeah, I love Teddy right now, man. And he collab with I think he did that song with Glow. So he's showing his versatility and everything.
Yes, definitely. Yep.
Let me ask you this. If you could perform anywhere, where would it be at and why?
MSG.
Mm.
That is on my bucket list. I just feel like it's home. I went to so many concerts there, and I'm always watching the artists, and I'm like, I want to be up there one day. Like, I will be up there one day. I can do it, and
Yeah,
it's just my dream.
I like that, man. Put
Yeah.
that into the universe. Put that
Yeah,
into the universe.
manifest it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now in the next 3 years, where do you hope to see yourself?
I hope to see myself honestly just growing as an artist. I want my fan base to grow. I want to reach more people. I would love my music to reach more people. Hopefully I'm touring and just getting a little bigger than where I am now. I just hope to continue going up.
That's real. That's real. Now I think what I really like about you, man, you have a very bubbly personality and everything. I've been asking different people who are coming on here, what kind of friend are you? Are you the turn up one? Are you the mama bear? Are you the one, the messy one? What kind of friend are you?
I definitely love to have a good time.
Yeah.
I I'm always the one that's laughing. I'm really loud. But you know, I'm also aware of my surroundings though. Like I like to have a good time, but you know, I'm also gonna be, aware of what's going on. I wouldn't say I'm a mama bear, but I'm definitely on top of things.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. You're the big sister. The big
Right.
sister. I like that. Okay, dope, dope, man. Where can the people find you at, man? Everywhere.
Yeah, so you can find me at Nicolette Capua on all social media platforms.
Definitely, man. Make sure you guys support, support, support. Run the analytics up, please, and thank you. Check
Yes.
out Bad. It's out right now on everywhere, right?
Yep, everywhere.
Definitely, man. Make sure you guys check it out. Before you go, I always ask artists if they can do a drop for me. You're gonna say your name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Okay. I'm Nicolette Capua, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Yeah, it is. Fireworks, explosions, everything in between, man. Make sure you guys stay in tune with everything that C has going on. Too Bad is out right now. I'm putting a stamp on it. So make sure you guys check it out and everything else like that. Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at. We out. Wow.